What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over a full shoulder and tricep workout, and I'm going to be going over some of the common mistakes you'll see in the bro split, so let's get after it. When it comes to an effective workout, today we're doing shoulders and triceps, you really want to prioritize your weaker or underdeveloped muscle groups first. And a lot of guys, when they start their shoulder workouts, they're starting with shoulder presses or overhead presses. Now I get it. Compound movements are going to require the use of more muscle groups. You're going to be able to lift a little bit heavier and have a little bit more mechanical tension. But here's the problem with overhead presses. When you're doing overhead press, your anterior delts are mostly engaged, neglecting your lateral and rear delts. If you really want to work on your underdeveloped muscle groups, for a lot of guys, it is those medial delts and the rear delts. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to flip our sequencing of the exercises. So we're actually going to start with rear delt cable flies, and then we're going to superset that with a lateral raise. Here's what everybody gets wrong with the cross cable rear delt fly. They're squeezing their scapula together at the top of the movement. The rear delts are not involved in scapular retraction.
Keep the shoulder blades relaxed. Squeezing them together would only be beneficial for targeting the rhomboids, but since the rear delts only insert on the humerus and attach on the scapula, shoulder extension and abduction would be what targets the rear delts best.
What I want you to do is protract those shoulders, pull apart, and this is where you're ending. Anything further, you're not really isolating the rear delts. You're just getting the rhomboids and maybe a little bit of the traps involved. As soon as we're done, we're gonna drop the cables.
You're going to perform 4 sets until technical failure. After your 4th set with little to no rest in between, you're going to perform a drop set where you lighten the load anywhere from 10 to 30% and proceed again to technical failure. I also want you to notice that I am not using momentum and I am controlling the eccentric portion of the movement.
All right, so now we're gonna be moving into an overhead press. The reason why I didn't want to start with an overhead press is because I think you're gonna get a much greater stimulus to fatigue ratio doing these after you've already pre-exhausted the lateral delts. Slow and controlled reps on the way down, keeping it as close to my face as I can. And I'm coming all the way down to the top of my chest, near my clavicle. And then I'm gonna hold there for a second, get a nice pause, push straight up.
Again, guys, the goal here is to work until technical failure through a full range of motion, especially the bottom portion of the movement.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's how you work till failure. You know, see, I'm not using a lot of weight, but I'm getting more of a hypertrophic response, stimulus in my muscles by lifting that way. All right. So now we're gonna move on to triceps. I like to do some variation of an overhead extension or a skull crusher. I'm gonna give the shoulders a little bit of a break because I plan on finishing off this workout with dips. So let's give this a go. Hold at the bottom post for a second. Come up. Notice how I'm keeping the barbell back so it's over my head, keeping attention on the tricep.
For this particular exercise, I am using a straight bar. You can use an easy curl bar or you could use dumbbells. Use whatever piece of equipment you need in order to connect with that movement and that muscle group better.
I'm gonna do my 3rd and 4th set. I'm gonna do 2 drop sets at the end. So I'll be doing around 8 to 10 reps with the heavier weight, and then I'm gonna drop and do anywhere from 15 to 20 reps with the lighter weight. All right, so we're gonna finish this workout off with dips. Now, if I'm fresh, I can probably do easily 20 to 30 dips. When you do them like this, I guarantee you're gonna have a hard time doing 10. Here's how we're gonna do this. Starting out at the top position, I'm going to slowly lower myself down, slow and controlled eccentric, and I'm going to get as deep as I can, get a nice deep stretch on those triceps, press up.
You can make this more challenging by adding weights with either a weight belt or chains, Or you can make this easier by using the assistance of resistance bands or using a variation of a dip machine.
Okay. Oh man, I felt that in my spirit. I gotta do 2 more of those. That's how you lift, folks. That is how you work out. Comment below if you found these tips to be helpful. And as always, don't hoggle the gains to yourself. Share this video with a friend and enjoy the pump.